In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader, here on another Friday night. Miguel, how are you doing this evening, good sir?
Okay, well, on. Could be better, but it is what it is.
Hey, we're here. We're ticking. The heart's beating. We're gonna have a good night. We're gonna have some fun tonight, guys. If you are not involved in the Discord, get in there. If you're not in the Twitter, get in there. If you're not watching Frankie Candles before the show, 5:45 to 7:30, get in there. So let's just do the damn thing. Let's have some fun. Danger Close Alpha. We are coming up quickly on the drop. It keeps coming closer and closer. We've got a lot more information to drop for you guys. Make sure you stick around. Make sure you jump in the Discord, and we'll continue to have some fun. Smash the likes. Share this out to some people. It's Friday. Fridays can be kind of slow. So, yeah, if you want to share it out and let people know that Keeper and Crusader are making it rain in here. I don't know what we're making it rain, but we're going to have some fun. Talk about some articles. Miguel, what do we got going on tonight? What's on the podium?
We got Terra Luna buying up as much Bitcoin as they possibly can. Apparently, someone thinks Bitcoin's a good investment. And we've got Sony diving in headfirst with Theta Labs, creating 3D NFTs.
Dude, I'm excited to get into the NFT one. Well, both of them really, but the NFT one, the creativity that's coming to the space and the things that people are doing with NFTs, super freaking dope. The metaverse is going to be fun, and yeah, I don't know, I like it. Let's check out the markets though first. Let's see what's going on over there. Today's cryptocurrency market cap is 1.65 trillion with a T dollars, down 1.09%. Let me actually update this, see how. All right, we're down 0.91. We're headed in the right direction. Bitcoin, about 36K, a little bit over 36K, down 1.29%. ETH, just below 2,700. We got BNB hanging around 380. EC holding strong at $1. Let's go, baby. XRP bleeding out, down at 60 cents, which is actually up almost 1%. Solana, same thing, down about 3%, almost 13% on the week. But we know why, because Solana is asleep at the wheel or constantly breaking down, whichever you would prefer. Terra Luna, jumping up to spot 8. They were at 9. They're making their move, Miguel. Look at this. They're $133 million past Cardano now. And then Terra UST, the stablecoin, holding at 99 cents. So that's kind of the update on what the markets are looking like. Miguel, let me ask you this before we dive into the articles. Are you thinking that this is going to be another just average weekend for the crypto markets where we're just slow and just kind of wah.
Most likely, dude. Most likely. I mean, there's a lot of like fear and just confusion in the markets, right? How much lower can we go? Yeah. 32K is a possibility, maybe, now that we've dropped even to like 35 earlier today. But I mean, it's just one of these like sideways, slow momentums. There's nothing, right? There's nothing that's pushing Bitcoin up. I mean, like even with Terra Luna buying $1.5 billion worth, nothing's happening.
It's really interesting. We've talked about it a lot. It's like there's so much bullish happening in the space, but the price appreciation is not happening, which makes you wonder why. And so we're going to dive into a little bit of that as we talk about Terra Luna. Let's jump in there and see what's crack-a-lacking with them. I love the fact that they continue to buy. And that should give everybody, again, not financial advice, but that should give everybody in here confidence that, you know what, maybe you're not buying in large chunks like this. Obviously, I'm going to guess nobody in the chat is buying $1.5 billion at a time. But if you are, listen, you better be hitting those super chats. No, you don't call me. You better be putting some like $100,000 super chats in there. That's what we need from you if you're dropping $1.5 billion on Bitcoin. But what I'm getting at is the dollar cost average that we always talk about. It's an effective strategy. And if $1.5 billion is getting bought up at 36K, I think that should tell you something long-term. That's all I want to say. So breaking, Luna Foundation, Guard, LFG, that's fantastic. LFG, let's go. Purchases $1.5 billion in Bitcoin to boost its stablecoin reserves. The Luna Foundation has made another groundbreaking purchase of Bitcoin to bolster its reserve for its native stablecoin dubbed Terra USD, which is UST. According to a CNBC report today, the nonprofit organization that oversees the Terra blockchain purchasing a whopping $1.5 billion, which draws the company closer to its goal of amassing $10 billion worth of Bitcoin as a reserve for the stablecoin. With the recent accumulation, the ULFG reserve now holds $3.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, with the nonprofit organization still left with $6.5 billion in Bitcoin to purchase. While it appears that the LFG still has a long way to go in its Bitcoin accumulation spree, Do Kwon, the CEO and co-founder of Terra Labs, stated that he is optimistic that the company will reach the $10 billion Bitcoin goal by the end of the third quarter of this year. They are not playing around. Let me say this real quick, Miguel. If they're saying they're going to buy 10 billion by the end of the third quarter this year, the one thing I will say
is sounds like a good time.
I was about to say, it sounds like a good time. It also sounds like they're expecting prices not to moon, because I can't see them putting themselves in that type of a quote unquote. I know long term it's not a position. You buy it 100K, when it goes to $1 million, you're at 10x. I get that, but I do believe that they think that we're going to have some sort of a bleed out if they believe that they're going to appreciate or amass $6.5 billion more in the next quarter.
They're getting ready, dude. They're getting ready. They know that it's just a matter of time before we have another.
Yeah. Did I lose you? Hold on a second.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. It kind of cut real quick. Let me read the end of this. For the first time, you're starting to see a pegged currency that is attempting to observe the Bitcoin standard. It is making a strong directional bet that keeping a lot of those foreign reserves in the form of a digital native currency is going to be a winning recipe. More details shortly. I think it is going to be a winning recipe. I think that the rest of the world, we're not just talking about the United States. As we look around, part of what, when Miguel and I, we talk about our danger close alpha quite a bit. We talk about it a lot, but we don't talk about it a lot just like, hey, trying to pump out our project. We talk about it a lot because I think people sometimes are not aware or awake to what's actually happening when you look around the world today. It is not just the United States dollar that is suffering. The whole world is bleeding out, and the US dollar happens to be the world reserve currency. So how do you think other currencies are faring? It's not looking very good, and Bitcoin seems to be an option that says, hey, over here, we've got a lot of people that believe in me, and I have a 21 million cap. And by the way, all of this extra energy that you guys are burning off and doing all types of just wasteful stuff with, you can use Bitcoin, or you can mine Bitcoin with that. I think there's a lot of interesting things that.
Yeah, if you think that the correlation between Bitcoin and the altcoins are bad, the correlations between all currencies around the world and the US dollar is terrible. When the US dollar bleeds, the rest of the world is drowning in a tsunami of blood in the streets. So
yeah, it's definitely happening. And if you're not getting yourself in a position, I did a video this morning on TikTok. I'm going to just reiterate it real quick. The Berkshire Hathaway meeting, the yearly meeting where all the old guys that have billions of dollars get together and meet and talk about what's going on. They met on a couple days ago, the end of April, about 9:45 in the morning. I think it was like April 30th. And essentially what they said was they are setting themselves up cash heavy, very cash heavy, because two reasons. One, there's, quote, no good companies to buy, which that might be a stretch, right? Number two, it was actually three things. Number two, so there's no good companies to buy. Number two, they wouldn't buy all the Bitcoin in the world if you gave it to them, or something to that effect, which is, hey, hold on, stupid. That's the dumbest thing ever. They obviously don't understand what's at hand. They're maybe too old for the technology, whatever. Okay, fine. But number three, they're doing it in case the economy stops. But here's my problem, Miguel. I want to hear your take on this. If the economy stops, do you want to have dollars, or do you want to have ammo, rice, and beans? You tell me what you'd rather have.
I would definitely not want to have dollars in that situation if the economy stops. Right. I understand what they're trying to do. They're in a position of power, so they're not worried about all that other stuff because they can try to buy their way out of anything.
Right. Yep.
And they've got plenty of resources, and they've got a guy that can hook them up with all the things if it's needed, right?
Yep.
And don't think about it. Think about this too. All these rich guys that pretend like nothing can ever go wrong, they've all got plan B's and C's. A lot of them have bunkers. A lot of them have things to go into hiding, or they have resources stashed away in case anything happens. So don't think that just because these people are millionaires, they're never worried about keeping some things on the side just in case.
Yep. The staying cash heavy is a just in case. And let's be fair, when you are one of the wealthiest men in the world, you have more than a just in case. You have a just in case for 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 everybody in your whole freaking family. Because why wouldn't you? And that's part of what Miguel and I are trying to impress upon people on a daily basis. You don't need to be a billionaire to have your just in case. We can end up sounding like the crazy guys for trying to get people to walk towards the just in case, but we're going to be the people that you will want to shower with praise if the just in case comes actually knocking at the door. Next weekend, before we jump into this next article, Miguel is flying into Ohio, which I'm excited about, dude. I'm excited for you to come in. And we are going to a 3-day boot camp. No, not Marine Corps boot camp. That's actually 13 weeks. Been there, done that. Don't want to go back. This is a survivalist boot camp, and it's going to be fun. We're going to get some content for you guys, so make sure that you guys stick around for that. We're definitely going to get some content. But more than that, we're meeting up with one of our business partners, which is PrepperNet. Super excited to meet with them.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And then we're going to be actually, obviously, partaking in a bunch of these different classes because there's always room to learn, and we want to learn. We want to be better prepared for our families, and hopefully we can pass that information along to you guys. So
100%.
That's what's cracking there. Let's dive into some NFTs and metaverse. So
let's get it.
Sony and Theta. Let me change the size. Can you see this okay, Miguel, or should I upsize it?
Yeah, I can see it good.
Okay. Sony and Theta Labs launched 3D NFTs that you can almost touch. The limited edition NFT collection will be viewable on the Sony spatial reality display, which creates the sensation of solid 3D objects without any accessories. Okay, my interest is piqued. NFTs are yet another step further into the real world. Theta Labs, operator of the blockchain-based video streaming platform Theta, is teaming up with Sony to launch 2 types of 3D NFTs specially designed for use with the Sony spatial reality display. That's the SRD. Sony's SRD, a tablet-like device, say that 3 times fast, that displays 3-dimensional visuals in semi-physical augmented reality, permits users to view and manipulate 3D objects without the use of glasses or other accessories. Dude, we've been seeing this stuff on the movies. I'm interested to see how well this works. The SRD display tracks eye movement, pivoting the image in sync as the viewer tilts or moves their head in any direction, creating the sensation of a solid 3D object. God, this technology, dude. The NFTs launched by Theta and Sony will thus be viewable and manipulable on the SRD in mixed reality 3D without the assistance of eye accessories. Let's play the video. Let's play this real quick. Can you hear that, by the way?
Person that I've seen observe the display.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
It's just like I've never seen anything like it.
実物を見てるみたいな今までのディスプレイの概念じゃなくて
もうとにかく感じたのはもう物感すげえっていうことなんですけど
You're literally looking at magic happen on the screen, wondering how it's working.
そう形をお互いに伝えるとかもっと気軽にいろんな人の間にその物の転送をできるっていうことになんか半歩近づく感じがすごくリアルにあるなっていうのを思います。
Seeing it was kind of mesmerizing and kind of mind-blowing. You're not defining a set frame, but you're giving a window. You find yourself leaning around and seeing something.
We've all seen holographic effects, but this is one that you can see with your own eyes. It tracks your eyes and it's just got this depth that is just pretty magical.
人間の感覚に近い行動ができるってところが、すごいいいとこかなと思いました。
With a spatial reality display, you're getting a lot closer to what a human eye sees.
All
right, so I'm not going to watch the whole thing. But ultimately, it is moving with your eyes, which is super cool. It says one of the 2 SRD-enabled NFTs, a Tiki mask called the Tiki Guy, will be a limited edition. Only 10 Tiki Guy NFTs will be created. However, owners of the NFT with a U.S. shipping address will receive a free Sony SRD. I'm sorry. The SRD currently sells for $5,000 per unit. All right. So they sell for $5,000 a unit right now, Miguel. That's also true for DVD. I remember my dad had one of the first DVD players, and I'm not even kidding you. The DVD player I remember was in like late 90s, early 2000s. I think it was early 2000s. And I remember my dad spending like $1,200 on a freaking DVD player, right? Now we look back at that, it's like the most ridiculous thing ever. So it starts this way. What else can you see them using this for, Miguel? Is this just the first step before it actually comes out, and then it's like that spatial that you would see like in Star Wars movies, and then they can like kind of grab it and move it and
just like the Iron Man movie, the first Iron Man, where he's like building his suit and you see it like in 3 dimension. He's like, you know, touching it and playing around with it and putting it on. That's only a matter of time. And yeah, the technology starts off expensive because it's the first time being done. Things are not efficient, but the technology, the physical technology, right? Not the software technology, the physical technology will eventually get cheaper and cheaper. And then you can bring it down and condense it to where it's a modern day thing, right? Just like the televisions, just like cell phones, just like whatever. It's only a matter of time before it gets more technology and it gets cheaper with time. And it becomes a regular daily thing, right? People back in the day had a lot of, you know, people had cell phones when cell phones first started, but it didn't have a lot of smartphones. Only a few of those were out there, and they eventually started getting cheaper and cheaper. And now everybody has a smartphone. Nobody has a dumb phone right now. Now having a dumb phone is like a trend where you have to go out there and actually get a dumb phone to keep yourself from all the, you know, internet stuff.
I want to touch on this. This is just a funny comment. Matthew says, thought we were going into the metaverse, not bringing the metaverse out. I hear you. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they use this. It's totally
definitely going to come out. Augmented reality is going to be huge. If you think the metaverse is going to be big, augmented reality is going to be so much bigger. We're going to literally be, you know, just drenched in all this metaverse stuff in your day-to-day life as you're driving, as your car is driving, and you're just going to be sitting there. And you know, as you're wearing your sunglasses, you know, the cell phone right now is in this shape, is in this, you know, situation, but it's not always going to be like that. It wasn't always like that in the past. It will evolve into something new, whether it's contact lenses, it's glasses, it's something else. It will evolve with time, and the technology of the phone will go with it. And that's where the augmented reality will be coming in.
I believe that, you know, on TikTok where you're trying to do one of the like the green screens where you can like show it, you know the one where you like put your hand up and then like the video or the picture is like right there.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that at some point we're going to be wearing some sort of contacts, or well, shoot, probably way down the line it'll just be something they're implanting into people's heads, and I don't even want to be a part of that. But the contacts, right? And somebody will be like, "Oh, let me see that," and legitimately, I think you'll be able to show someone the palm of your hand and basically transfer the data so that boom, that you can just show it. And
it's wild. It's gonna get wild, dude.
The technology is, I believe the technology is already there. I don't know if any of you have seen it. I think we've touched on this once before, but there's a robot on TikTok that they show, and they have like skin, like it very much, if you put the right type of maybe makeup and hair on this thing and then put it into a body that didn't move quite as robotic, it's downright scary how real and how much and how fast this technology is evolving. And I think that the starting place for it is going to be with the internet of value. People are realizing that, wait a minute, I don't have to go to work, right? I don't have to do a 9 to 5. And I think that's actually going to be an important piece, because these robots, I've heard Elon Musk talk about it, I've heard other people talk about it, are going to start effectively doing jobs better than a human can do them on a lot of fronts. Now, remodeling homes, things like that, not happening, right? You still need that personal touch. But there's going to be a lot of jobs that are people are going to be gone, right? And so I think where people are starting to see an opportunity is Well, if I don't have to be on a job site, I'm able to make money from the internet. Now we take it one step further. Hey, this almost feels real. I think it's going to be really interesting. I think they're just basically taking that next logical step right now. I think they're probably just showing you something freaking cool. I think it'll evolve, like you said, to maybe like the Iron Man thing, where I could show. Let's just say, let's use the remodeling thing. Let's say I can show a homeowner like a rendering of their house, and I'm pull it up, and it's kind of like floating in front, and I like spin it, and I like open the door and grab it and kind of blow up the room. I don't think we're that far away. 10 years. I mean, it's crazy. We underestimate. There's a word for this, but we underestimate what we can do in a. Hold on. We overestimate what we can do in a short period of time, but we underestimate how much we're able to actually get done in a long period of time. And I think in the next 10 years, it's going to be absolutely insane what we're able to do. I also think, ladies and gents, Bitcoin's price in the next 10 years is going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, dude, 100% agree with all of that.
So, Crypto Fam, we appreciate each and every one of you for being here. It's a Friday evening. We have got some family stuff going on, so we're actually going to cut the stream at about 21 minutes right now. We appreciate all the love. We will be here tomorrow night. Hey, tomorrow night, as of right now, I want to tell you guys, we're still waiting for another confirmation. But if you guys know Crypto Zombie, he's got about, 300,000 followers on TikTok, or I mean, not on TikTok, on YouTube here. YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube. You should know him. If you don't, check him out tomorrow. He's going to be on here. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do a round table of sorts, a debate. Not going to tell you the topic right now, but be here tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, jump in the Discord. Follow us on both of our Twitters. We got a lot going on. We're trying to have some fun. Support everybody. We appreciate the support for, that you guys give us. We love you guys. If nobody's told you that before today, just remember to question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like a top.
We'll see you soon.